Well, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here, and I appreciate the invitation for the three of us to come, and I appreciate those here in attendance and those in the listening audience for your interest in this race. 3 weeks from today will be Election Day, and as you all know, early voting began yesterday here in the state of Illinois, and so it's not too early to start paying attention, because certainly it's not too early to start casting a vote. And I'm here to ask for your support, and I hope to earn it by February 5th. I grew up in Peoria and graduated from high school there, went to Bradley University, received my degree in finance from Bradley, started a small business in Peoria, been involved with real estate development there, and also began my public service on a school board, volunteering for 4 years on the Peoria School Board, serving as its president. I have been elected to the state legislature since then, and currently a state representative from Peoria, and serving my 4th year in the state assembly. I think that despite being the youngest of the three candidates in the race, I'm confident when you look at the records and you look at the experience of accomplishment, you'll see that despite being the youngest, I have the most relevant experience. And I think that while on many issues you'll see that the three of us agree, in the areas of the job of a congressman, I think I've proven an ability to do them. I believe there are three major focuses of a congressman. First, you need a congressman who represents the values of this district, that would vote the way you would if you were on the House floor. You'll want a congressman who can get things done and work in a bipartisan way and pass legislation. And finally, you want a congressman that's going to provide good constituent work, somebody that's going to respond to your phone call when you have a problem with the federal government. And in all three of those areas, I've shown an ability to do the job and do it well as a state legislator, as evidenced by my re-election. I'm a Republican representative in a 60% Democratic House district in Peoria, and in order to get those Democrats to vote for me, obviously, I have to do a good job with constituent work and passing legislation. I look forward to answering questions today, and again, thank you for having me.
I am Jim McConaughey. I ask for your help and your support on February 5th. I was raised on a farm. I grew up in a rural setting. I married a woman nearly 20 years ago. I had a very interesting first part of my life in which I was in private business. I built hotels, and I built a lot of them. We started the company at about 3 hotels, and we built almost over 200 at the end. And after that 10-year piece, I dedicated most of my experience and activities and employment in public service. So I've been working in public service for the last 16 years, 26 years of experience overall. I actually do economic development, community development. I'm the CEO of Heartland Partnership, and we run a number of different types of organizations. We're responsible for job generation in the Woodford, Tazewell, and Peoria County area. In that work, we've worked in renewable fuels, where we've done a number of ethanol and biodiesel activities, worked in wind farms and other activities across the Woodford County area. And I've been very involved in the small business development side of life, helping technology businesses, helping small businesses grow and hire new folks. You know, the challenges I think we face right now is about economic security. We want to know where our children are going to work and where our jobs are going to be in rural towns all across the 18th district. We're very concerned about how we're going to propel ourselves in this very globally competitive marketplace right now. My skills, being able to do job generation, job creation, I'd like to take to Washington. I'd like to be able to do the structural work to help small towns invigorate themselves. Having lived in a small rural community, I think it's incredibly important that we retain that value of life. Working in an urban community, I know the trials and tribulations of working through all levels of policy on a local level, state level, and federal level. So I hope to take my job generation skills to Washington. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. It's good to be in Sangamon County, which is a critical part of the 18th Congressional District, here at the fine educational institution, the University of Illinois at Springfield. Thank you all for coming out today. I'm John Morris, and I'm proud to say I was born and raised in the 18th Congressional District. 39 years I've called the greatest part of the greatest country in the world home, right here in central Illinois. And some of you may have heard me say it before, but I think we don't need more Washington, D.C. in central Illinois. We need to take the good common sense values of central Illinois out to Washington, D.C., and I plan to do it should you send me as your next United States Congressman. 52 years has passed since we had a wide open primary in the 18th Congressional District. With the great service of Bob Michael for 38 years, and then, of course, the heir apparent at the time, and our great current Congressman, Ray LaHood, who will finish up 14 years. 52 years has passed since the decision has been in your hands as a wide-open primary race. And so I ask you to take it seriously, to think about who you want standing on the floor of the United States House of Representatives and speaking for you when it comes to issues of national security. My number one priority, the safety and security of the people of the United States. Who you want standing on the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives and speaking against tax increases and those things that will flatten and dampen our economy. Who will speak up for the growth of the American economy, and who will speak up for the things that we care about, for our families, for our values. I plan to do that when you send me there. I look forward to the discussion we'll have here in the next hour, and appreciate you having us in tonight, Chris. Thank you.